Hello everybody, welcome back. Sarah, I'm not quite sure what this video is going to be for the most of it because I have the idea of calling it things I saw on TikTok today.
Oh dear, okay.
Because I saw some interesting, I don't know, stories or TikToks, and we're going to hit on a few of them, but that's basically going to be the video today. Timestamps down below like always, but I mean, we are gearing up for this weekend. The WSL starts. Everyone's so pumped about it.
Yeah, that's exciting.
But everyone is looking forward to them. Obviously, Viv making her regular season debut with Man City. A lot of things going on. Actually, Gotham's own Katie Stengel just got signed to Crystal Palace, which is making their promotion debut. I'm not quite sure how to say that. So that's exciting as well for her.
Sad because we're going to miss her.
Yeah, we loved her at Gotham. She was a killer. So, in the best way. But that also, I did see some really bad news that Sophie Ingle, Chelsea star Sophie Ingle, did her ACL. So, I'm so sad about that. What do you say? You know, what can you say, really?
No words. Sucks.
Yeah, I felt really, really bad. I still think Chelsea's going to dominate, but, you know, she's really important to that team. Also, hey everyone, it's just me. I'm just doing a quick voiceover because Champions League qualifiers were happening, I guess, 2 days ago by the time this video comes out. When we recorded this video, they hadn't happened. And I don't know, like, I didn't expect to happen what happened in both of the big games that did happen, if that makes any sense. And I just wanted to mention it because it was kind of crazy. First up, Arsenal lose. There is 2 legs, so obviously that doesn't mean they are knocked out. But this, I think, was a little bit shocking. They played, I believe you pronounce it Hecken, and they lost 1-0. And I think a lot of people are kind of shaking their heads saying, like, what is going on? As remember last year, I believe they got knocked out in the same round last year, and people do not want that to happen again. But it was surprising. Now they can come back and win by goals in the second game, but I think a lot of people were kind of surprised. I did see a lot of comments on Instagram talking about Jonas. Another Jonas masterclass. What's it gonna take to fire this guy? Then someone goes, genuine question. How much worse does it have to get until this guy is sacked? A team like Arsenal shouldn't be losing to the likes of the clubs that they do. Players with this talent should not be playing like they've never seen the ball before. And a lot of comments are like that. And I think this always happens, saying that Jonas, you know, he's not putting together winning teams with so much talent. So that was crazy. 77th minute was a beautiful goal. And yeah, Arsenal lose. Now, obviously they can come back in the second game. They probably will, but who knows? I wasn't expecting to see that yesterday. And what did everyone think about that? Then also, Man City, huge win over Paris FC. 5-0. And the 2 big stories, well, first, I guess the first big story was Bunny Shaw, was they did not secure a visa for her. I don't know the details, but I just know she couldn't go and play because she didn't have a visa, which seems very like an oversight that should never happen. They should have all their ducks in a row with things like that. So that was upsetting even before the game started, but they didn't really need her in the best way possible. 5-0. And who scored the very first goal? None other than Viviana Miedema. Beautiful goal. And so happy. I mean, huge win. Viv with the first goal. You know, Paris FC is a tough team. They're the team that knocked out Wolfsburg and Arsenal last year during Champions League. So you know, maybe Arsenal underestimated Hecken, but you know, Man City did not underestimate Paris FC. So more than likely, Man City will move on. But exciting to see that. And I mean, that just kind of gears up for the weekend, kind of getting your mindset to say, you know, when the WSL starts, that, you know, the mindset is very good for Man City, maybe a little bit shaky for Arsenal. We talk about that in a second during the video, but I wasn't expecting to talk about these 2 games, but exciting to see for Man City, upsetting for Arsenal and Arsenal fans, because that was, you know, was it a big loss? No. Can they come back? Yeah. But, you know, it's a little unsettling. And, you know, I'm sure the Viv fans were very excited to see that Viv, went to a new team, is making a huge impact and winning big. So what did everyone think about that? I did want to insert that, but we talk about WSL season in a second. But did everyone see that? Okay, I'm going to go back to the original video. I just saw a lot of WSL were doing they had media day, media week. They did a lot of media.
More like media slay.
They really did. I saw so many funny, from all the media outlets. Had a funny videos. Lucy Bronze had the thing where, you decide what your favorite food is and there's like a ranking side.
Yeah, you tilt your head to.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Her winner was ice cream out of everything. It was ice cream and hot wings.
Oh, yeah. I think I'd choose ice cream too.
Yeah.
I love wings though.
She was hard. Hamburger was a close, I think, third practically because she loves hamburgers.
Oh my gosh, hamburgers. I would have chosen that as my number one. Yes.
Then I saw a funny video with Foxy and Leah Williamson doing the UK versus US.
Different words, different vernacular. I don't know what to call it.
Yeah, and it was pretty funny because some of those were pretty close. But when Leah heard aluminum foil instead of, I don't even know how to say it. I don't even know how to say it how British people say it.
Aluminium.
Oh, okay. I don't even know how to say that. Say it slowly.
Call me part British, but aluminium.
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 It's like a new element.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
But times 10.
You're going to say aluminium foil.
Aluminum foil.
What?
Aluminum.
Aluminum. Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I
Tin
like-
foil would be simpler. Aluminum.
How do you say aluminum?
Aluminium.
Aluminum.
Noughts and crosses. But Leah was so cute. She goes, yeah, that kind of makes more sense for like things like, I don't know, maybe she said it for like cotton candy. She goes, oh, that makes more sense than candy floss. I forget which one, but that was good. Just so fun to see all the players gearing up for the season. And we are pumped. But obviously, I think all eyes are going to be on the Arsenal Man City game. I mean, all eyes are going to be on that game. Obviously, because they're two of the top teams, obviously, but also because the storyline with Viv going back to the Emirates as the opposition. She's not going to be in Arsenal red. She is going to be in Man City blue. I don't know what they call it, light blue, baby blue. And it's going to be kind of crazy because I think Viv wants to win this game really, really badly, like really badly. Because the first TikTok I actually did see, it actually has to do with Viv. Because as we remember, she left the club, and we talked about this actually 4 videos ago. She left the club not on, I would say, great terms. She, left, kind of know how she felt just by her statements and by what happened. And then as we remember, her and Jonas had the, altercation where he pushed, alleged push, a slight push. She did not leave on great terms. Then I came across this, one of the TikToks I came across. And it was basically saying, the TikTok headline was,
Jonas Edeval reveals why Arsenal sold Miedema.
Yeah, and we know he made statements at the end of the season last year. He said letting Miedema go was best for the club. And he said things, I'll read this. This was from last year.
We obviously took a lot of care in that decision, and we had to weigh a lot of different factors in that decision and what's best for the club, he said at a news conference. Edeval said he understands why decisions like this leave lots of raw emotions. He added that it was made in the best interest of the club. My message to the fans would be that when we are taking decisions like this, it's to build Arsenal as strong as possible for the future. We want nothing more than to be as successful as possible on the pitch, and that's the direction we want to go as a club.
So that was kind of his message at the end of the season last year, saying, it was a club decision. We want the best for the club, which is Arsenal, and not having Viv here, unfortunately, based on what he says, is kind of best for Arsenal. That's basically what he's saying, which is understandable. It's football. They got a lot of good players in there. So actually that's the bright side, that they got so many good players in there. But recently, Edeval, it had to do with that TikTok, but he kind of had more statements about Viv leaving.
Edeval wishes Miedema well, but Arsenal keen to move on.
Okay, he had a couple quotes that I thought were interesting.
Speaking at the Barclays WSL 2024-25 season launch media day, he told Stats Perform, of course, Viviane Miedema has had a really good history at Arsenal, some really good contributions to the club. Then you come to a point where you need to say, what does the squad need here now for the next season? We prioritize these players that we now have in the squad. We wish Viv all the best. I think she's going to have a really good and successful season with Manchester City, but we're really happy and content with the squad that we have.
Then he had some other quotes, and this is directly from the TikTok.
The decision to renew her contract 2 seasons ago was the right decision, both for her and us. The last 2 seasons have been really disrupted by injuries that led us to a point where we had other opportunities with other options that will really help us to take the next step. But equally, I think Viv has some of her best footballing years ahead of her as well. Her going to a new environment and a fresh start will be really good for her. The big problem is that we're going to play against her. She's going to be in the league, and she's really going to strengthen one of our competitors. But most importantly, I wish her all the best, both as a human being and as a footballer. I truly wish her the best of seasons. Then, when we play against them, we're going to be as competitive as possible. Viviana has a great place in Arsenal history and in all of our hearts. I hope her move to Man City turns out to be the best way possible.
So, okay, now I'm reading this. These might be a little bit more older quotes, but I just thought the conversation was so interesting. They're going to play them this weekend. As he said, it strengthens Man City. Man City is, one of Arsenal's top competitors. And actually, I went to the comment section of this TikTok, and I would actually say most of the comments were just like, not pro Jonas to say, yeah, I'm on Jonas's side, but hey, it is what it is. No bad feelings. They let her go. And at this point, you know what I mean? A lot of the comments on this TikTok were pretty neutral positive.
Oh, really? I thought they would be very attacky on Jonah and Jonas.
Yeah, I thought they were going to be Jonas sucks, I guess it just goes back to no one's bigger than the club. The club is the club. But it's going to be an emotional day to see Viv back at the Emirates as a competitor, as a visitor, not a home player.
Not a home hottie.
Yeah, exactly. So what does everyone think? Are people just, is that, it's pretty much like the storyline, how we always say is closed, but I mean, a lot will be told in this game on Saturday, I believe, and also Viv versus Beth. And we know that, this is another TikTok I saw, but we know that, they celebrated their 2-year wedding anniversary. I keep saying that.
Wedding? Do you know something that the rest of us don't?
Actually, that goes into something. I said that last video too. We talked about them. But they celebrated their 2-year anniversary, and they just celebrated Miley's first birthday. Did you see that on Instagram, Sarah? 1 year of them having Miley's birthday. And I mean, 20 pictures in the...
Whoa, that's not enough.
20 pictures in the, I guess, I don't know if it's considered a carousel, or in the photo dump. 20 pictures. Such cute pictures. All of the baby Miley, 1 year old. A big picture when they brought her home from where they got her.
The hospital.
Yeah.
Someone birthed her.
Super cute. And it says, happy first birthday to our Princess Miley Moo. I don't know what we would do without you, Wiggle Bum. We love you very much. Such cute pictures. I know, the one with the little...
She's just a little puppy. So cute.
And then I saw this other... I don't know exactly where I saw it, but it was like a quote from Viv, and it basically said that her having Miley for 1 year, maybe it was on her Instagram. Actually, I don't remember. I'll put it up. But it basically was her saying that when Beth asked for a dog a year ago, Viv basically said, yeah, no, that's not happening. But after they had, after Viv had a setback with her injury a little more, and then, she kind of says, okay, we can get a dog. And she basically said it was the best decision she had ever made in her entire life to get Miley. So...
That means we should get a dog.
Yeah, I know. Right. So she said it was the best decision ever. And I think it seems to do a lot, good things for Viv's mental health too. She wasn't a dog. She never really had dogs from what I can put together. And dogs, can change you. for the best, especially if you have anxiety or, a lot of things. So it's the cutest pictures of Miley and her mums, but so cute. And that kind of, okay, I slipped up and I said wedding anniversary because I saw this TikTok as well. This is probably the other TikTok that I saw. Beth and Viv are both wearing rings on their left finger. There's a picture from Viv did an interview about a little over a month ago, and you could see a little band on her. I think it's her left hand the way the camera is. And then recently, the video I just saw here, it goes, "Are Beth Mead and Viviana Miedema engaged? Will they reveal it soon?" Because Beth had a interview on BBC, I think, or Sky News somewhere. And you can kind of see that she has a band on, looks like her left hand as well. So she has a band on her left hand. And I know we talk about it a lot. Are they engaged? And a lot of people have said in certain European countries, they do different things for different fingers. But, are they engaged? I think they're going to get married, but are they engaged?
I think it's a promise ring, if anything, maybe ish. So yeah, that's what I think. What do you think?
Yeah, I see this comment. I don't think, the person says, I don't think so, because engagement rings are usually on the left hand. And then someone goes, I think it is the left hand because the video is like a mirror, so it's on the left side.
This debacle again.
I know. That's what our channel should be called. Is it the left hand or the right hand?
Left or right.
And then this person also says it's not mirrored because the writing on the top of her would be backwards and it reads the right way. No, video only. Okay, so there is a discussion of left or right hand in the comment section of this video. And someone goes, I even noticed it on Viv's new Insta post. So they're wearing some type of matching rings. I mean, I think that's the assumption. But you think it's a promise ring?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking through the comments and a lot of people are like excited, thinking that a lot of people are saying, excited.
Oh, okay. I got it. It's a promise ring to Miley.
Oh!
That they're always going to be her mommies.
I like that. The promise ring to Miley. I'm going with that. That's the final answer.
Or Miley got them rings.
Oh!
She went ring shopping.
For her 1 year birthday, she got them a present.
I mean, some people do that.
So I got that TikTok recently, and that was kind of the other thing I was going to talk about. That are they engaged? Are they not? Who knows? I mean, no one quite knows, but this game on Saturday is going to be quite exciting. I think everyone's kind of, I don't know, that chapter of Viv leaving Arsenal kind of in a really upsetting way. I think people are just like, okay, Viv fans are like, Viv's gonna kill it at Man City. I see this one post. It says,
Manchester City have added Viviana Miedema to their squad as they attempt to end Chelsea's 5-year stranglehold on the Women's Super League crown. Will her partnership with Khadija Shah make all the difference to the city and fire them to Barclays WSL glory in 2024-25?
Is Man City gonna take home the crown this year? They could. They're really hungry and they have a great team. Also, last bit of news. This is breaking news. Not really breaking, but Viviana Miedema has officially joined TikTok.
Really? I'm shocked.
And she is not verified quite as of, what's the date today? The 17th? No, 18th. The 17th. She is not officially verified yet, but I don't see it here. I saw it when I think it was on Instagram. She goes, I have a TikTok, but I'm not doing any silly dances.
Girl, you know someone's gonna make her do them.
I said
Beth for sure.
I said that in a very aggressive way, but she said a very she's not doing any silly dances, and she's not what was the other thing she just said? I forget, but she said she just has a TikTok. But this one is the best. This is the video of them bringing home Miley.
She looks so cute. I want a Miley.
I know.
How can we coexist in a world with cute little puppies?
I know.
We don't deserve it.
But super cute. I mean, so Viv is officially, and oh, this is where it said it. It was on her TikTok. When Beth Mead asked me for a dog a year ago, my answer was absolutely not. But after another wee setback in my recovery, she convinced me to go look at the puppies, and I fell in love with Myle instantly, almost a year later, and I can say it's the easiest, best decision ever. So that's where she posted that. But super cute video. Love it. And I mean, we will see their competitive juices over the weekend. We'll see if it gets to them, but and apparently Beth has already made a run down to Manchester recently, but it seems like a pretty easy journey, which is good. But I guess, okay, this video was based on those 2 TikToks I saw, the what about Jonas and then the engagement, and then I knew I was going to throw the Myle in there. But who are you guys rooting for? Are you guys an Arsenal fan that has a hard time rooting for Arsenal now? Because the people leaving in the comments keep saying, and this is totally true, and this is totally the mindset of a true fan, nothing is bigger than the club. A manager, a player, nothing. It's the club. And that really kind of inspires someone to say it's about the club. You know what I mean by that?
Yeah, totes.
Like, no one is bigger than the club. Now, you can have more people, and people are more important as human beings. So people are more important, but in terms of sport, nothing's bigger than the individual club. And I'm glad people have posted that in our comment section, because it keeps reaffirming, you know, when you're a true supporter of a club, you know, nothing's better, you know, the highs and the lows and lows when you truly support a club no matter what. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or are you one of those people who follows individual players? Like, is your favorite team based on wherever your favorite player is?
What does everyone think? Questions, comments down below. Who do you have this weekend? Do you think Man City can pull it out? I'm going to be honest, it would be kind of hot to see Man City win, because the revenge almost. And will Viv and Jonas even look at each other? Or, you know, they always have high fives after the match or whatever.
I'll be rooting for Myle. Is she going?
Maybe. Questions, comments down below. What do you guys think? We will talk to everyone later. Have a great night. Bye.
Bye.